Hello, my Sonicateers, Psycho Girl here, and here is a little short video of the two new manga books I picked up this month. I am back like the Flash, and in today's episode, I'm going to show you two mangas I picked up, one Amazon movie, and a thrift pickup. So the first manga that I received in the mail from Amazon is Baron the Cat Returns, story and art by Ayo Hiraji. There is also a Netflix movie of the Baron Cat Returns. It's called The Cat Returns on Netflix. So if you guys haven't watched that, I recommend you watch it this weekend. It is fantastic, and there is so many cats. So the story goes, Haru is walking home from school or lacrosse. I'm not sure which one. And she's talking to her friend. She's like, so I like this guy, he's like really cute. And she's like, yeah, I know you like him. I could tell, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden she's like, is that a cat? And all of a sudden she sees a truck and she's like, oh my God, that is a cat on the road. And it's not moving. It's just sitting there on the road. Maybe it's like committing, and it's like, she has to rescue it. So she runs as fast as she can. She grabs her lacrosse stick and she's like, whack. And she like makes that cat fly. Phew. So the cat flies, lands on the grass. So she goes up to the cat. She's like, kitty, kitty. And the cat's like, so he's like standing there and he's like, with his head down, I thank you. And she's like, what? Like, did this cat just talk to me? You have rescued me from quite a perilous situation, he says, the cat. Then the cat says, I am deeply grateful. And she's like, yeah, no problem. I like any time. Then the cat says, if you excuse me, I am pressed for time. And he like runs like a cat does. And she's just like, her face is like she saw a ghost, but no, she saw a cat that was talking, which is even better than seeing a ghost. I'd rather see a cat talking than a ghost. And Haru goes home, like, hey mom. And then she like goes to her room and she's like, goes to sleep. And all of a sudden, so then all of a sudden she starts hearing like a parade, like little light chanting, singing, and like instruments lightly. So she goes outside and she's like, there's like 1,000 cats walking towards me, and they're carrying this really ugly fat king cat. And then the other cat guy is like the one in the front that represents, the king cat. So he says, I present to you the King of Kings, His Royal Majesty, the King Cat. So there, where is he? So that is the king cat right there. Majesty King Fat Cat. The fat, ugly cat. It's not that he's fat, because fat cats are so cute. He's just like ugly. Then this cat here, the one that represents let's see if I can shoot. That one represents this cat spoke in behalf of the king. The king, he says, thank you for saving, the prince, because the prince was trying to, I guess, himself. He sat in the middle of the road. Starting to question myself. Did he sit in the middle of the road to himself, or was he staring at a bird? I don't know. I think he was himself. He was trying to. Maybe he was depressed, and that's not the way to go. You need help when you're depressed. So, remember, Haru saved him, and the cat guy representing the king said, we want to thank you, and you're slowly going to turn into a cat because we want you to marry the prince. So then she goes back to school and she starts to like smell stuff on her way home. She's like telling her friend, do you smell that? And her friend's like, yeah, it smells like, like a barbecue, like a fire. And then she's like, no, it smells like catnip. Yeah, it smells like catnip. And her friend's like, what? Catnip? Like, I can't smell catnip. She's like, yeah. And then she's like, so she runs because she's like, oh my God, I am turning into a cat. So she runs, blah, blah, and she slowly turns into a cat. So she turns into a cat, and then she goes to the kingdom of the cats, and there the majesty tries to make her marry her son. And yeah, you'll have to read the book. It's really good. It's right here. Watch the movie The Cat Returns on Netflix, and The Baron Cat Returns. Pick up your copy on Amazon. It's really cheap. It's not that expensive. I think I paid 10. I think it's like around 11. For the rest of the story on The Bear and Cat Returns, just watch the Netflix Cat Returns or get your own copy of The Bear and Cat Returns on Amazon or the closest bookstore near you. Second manga that I picked up. This is the second book in the series and I'm very happy. Plus, it matches my hair. Very cool. Isn't that cool? And it's Zom 100. Look at that. We're like twins. Ooh. Anyways, Zom 100. I got number 2 and I'm very happy. I read number 1 and here's number 2. Zom 100. If you haven't read this series, you should start it today. Order yours on Amazon or go to the nearest Chapters Indigo bookstore and pick up your copy because it's really, really good. Series by Haru Ashu. Art is by Kataro Takata. So there's the front of the book and there's the back. The guy in this book is called Akira. And after, years of just like wasting away in a boring office job, he goes, like 9 to 5 every day. And he's like, I hate my job. And I go every day to my job like zombie, like 9 to 5. Check-in, check out, home, work, check-in, check out, home, check-in, check out. So every day is like a boring work day. He's working 9 to 5, Akira. But then one day, an apocalypse hits and he's like, yay, I don't got to go to work today. So I'm super duper happy. So he starts like pulling out his bucket list and he's like, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do that. He drinks lots of beer and he like plays games. And he's like, I got to do all these things because I don't got to go to work. There's an apocalypse happening and I'm like super happy. And I get to do whatever the beep I want to do while surviving the apocalypse. Like, I'd be scared. I know it's fun, like going to all the stores and getting all these things for free during an apocalypse. But like in the end, you're like alone doing these things until you find someone else that's out there, surviving. And in the end, you're always running away from zombies. Anyways, you should read this book because it's about zombies and a really cute anime boy. Because they're all cute, the anime boys and girls. So the next item I got off Amazon is Are You Afraid of the Dark? And I've had this for a little while now. And I got it for Nintendo Boy and Sega Baby. They're currently watching it. Do you guys remember this from the 90s? TV show? Scary, spooky, scary? Well, it's actually still scary because if I watch it, I get scared. Not. But it can be scary if it's like 2 in-the-morning. No joke. And then the last item I have is a thrift pick item. I paid $1.99 for it. And it's Full House in a House. Ta-da! This is like a little baby house. Isn't it cute? Like for like a squirrel. Probably too small. Maybe a chipmunk. Maybe a hamster. There's a little tiny house. A full house. And the complete series is in here. $1.99 is very good. There it is. Full House. More 90s TV shows. Who doesn't love 90s cartoons and TV shows? I love it. Do you guys love it? What's your favorite shows? What's your favorite cartoons from the 90s? Comment below. And that's it, guys. Those are my pickups. I will see you all in the next adventure. I have a lot of books to put away because I am building a room here for Sega Baby today. He has a really nice car, like a car bed. Car bed I picked up today for free. The bed on the right side. Not like a crappy plastic car bed. It's like an RV car bed, like super cool. And yeah, if you only knew how many books I have. I probably have, I would say more than 200 books. No, maybe 500 books. I don't know. If I have 1,000 video games and 500 books and like 500 VHSs, that is a lot of stuff, guys. Got a lot to sort. And don't talk about clothing because I got a lot of thrift clothing. See you all, guys, in the next adventure. Don't forget to, subscribe, like. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and see you all in the next adventure pretty soon. I'm editing those 2 videos still. I'm still editing the Wii collection and the Facebook Market pickup that I did last week. So stay tuned for that, guys. See, I wasn't lying. This is behind my tripod. I am sorting through all these books and this is just a quarter of what I have.